What's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about why I'm so bullish on Polkadot and do I believe Polkadot could hit $100, right? Recently, well, yesterday, Polkadot decoded just happened, right? It ended, and we've seen some big news that made me bullish on Polkadot, for one, and two, for the ecosystem, because this ecosystem has some big partnerships that we're not seeing in other blockchain ecosystems, right? You know, let's say Cosmos. We're not seeing projects that are being built on Cosmos that have some big partnerships that are being announced, like, you know, let's say EWT and Deloitte. That's just one of them, right? So this to me makes me so bullish on Polkadot's ecosystem, and as we can see by the devs, the weekly devs on Polkadot still being at the top, lets you know that Polkadot's ecosystem is very highly sought out after. Like I said, Polkadot decoded just ended, and actually Gavin Wood had something to say here, which I want to show you guys. They are envisioning Polkadot as a supercomputer, guys, a multi-core supercomputer, right? Polkadot's evolution to include additional, more flexible and capital efficient ways to access its computing power. Polkadot should be an integrated system, a single computer on which many applications run, right? This is what Wood said. This new direction would evolve Polkadot away from its current reliance on parachain slots to offer more ways of connecting to the network, catering to a wider range of needs and serving different stages of the product's growth cycle, right? Would also introduce the concept of accords, a potential model for creating opt-in treaty-like agreements between multiple blockchains in the network that would enable new functionality such as decentralized exchanges that span multiple chains, offering an even more secure and seamless user experience. If that did not get you hyped for Polkadot's evolution, I don't know what to tell you. Right now, Gavin Wood is building something. You guys cannot bet against Polkadot and Gavin Wood right now, right? The thing is, this leads to the introduction to Polkadot 1.0. I think it should be called Polkadot 2.0 because we already got the original, right? This right here makes it easy for essentially new projects to launch parachains, right? It's a parachain template, right? This to me is very good on bringing in more developers into the Polkadot ecosystem, right? And there's even more that's going on. Here, Pablo, Mr. Kusama himself, actually broke down a little bit more about the supercomputer, Polkadot being a supercomputer. So in this new vision, Polkadot aims to become an even more inclusive platform and become the resilient internet of applications, within not calling them chains but spaces and apps. The parachain auction problem has been addressed. Gavin proposed a new model. Instead of parachain slots, Polkadot should sell block space every 4 weeks. That is different right there, right? That is a new concept, right? The concept of core time is introduced as it means to allow for instant access to the block space. It can also be brought in bulk and divided into as NFTs. With the shift in focus towards apps and their consumption of block space, Polkadot 2.0 is being envisioned as a unified platform that provides powerful features for apps serving Web3 use cases, right? Accord space, a sort of digital handshake that ensures agreements between different chains are kept, making transactions and interactions between different apps more reliable and secure. So the case of interoperability shows up a lot more right there. Now I want to highlight this question here because it sparked some thoughts in my head on how to fix the supply of Polkadot. So Blaze here asks, how does block space selling every 4 weeks impact dot supply, right? Pablo goes, in my opinion, block space will be sold in exchange for dot, and this dot might probably be burned. This is huge, right? Now that hasn't been confirmed, but it's just a thought, a speculation, something that we can talk about, because if this becomes the case, this makes dot more deflationary. Well, not more, but makes it deflationary now, fixing the supply a little bit over time, meaning that we can definitely hit that $100 very quick. Right now, I want to know if that is also going to happen for KSM. It does have a fixed supply, a max supply of 10 million, right? And of course 8.9 million of that being out. But will they do the same thing? Will they have, like, you know, buying back KSM, buying block space for KSM and being those KSM being burnt. That's just a question I have. I want to know what you guys think about that, because that would make me super bullish on KSM, right? And I mean super bullish at this point in time, right? But back on to other things that's going on now. Peak Network, that is building in the Polkadot ecosystem, has done something very cool right now, right? So Peak Network is unveiling the details behind their partnership, and Loop One, right, a Vienna-based car sharing provider. You're looking at the world's first tokenized Tesla on Polkadot. That is interesting, right? Well, let's go down and see what the thread says. So eLoop has equipped 100 Tesla models, or Model 3 and Model Ys in its fleet with self-sovereign Peak IDs, linking them with Peak Network, right? This forms a decentralized physical infrastructure network, DePIN, for the future of mobility. So as the users, you can now invest in tokenized Tesla and get a share of the revenues that they generate, right? As they are tokenized, this is like a car sharing, right? You know, Uber, but tokenized Teslas, right? So 100 Teslas from eLoop's 240 fleet already on the streets of Vienna have received their self-sovereign machine identities on Peak, right? They are now a part of the Peak ecosystem, enabling users to invest and earn in a new decentralized way. That is freaking amazing, guys. But this innovation gets so crazy, right? This integration also paves the way for fully autonomous Teslas, functioning as AI-powered robo-taxis, deliveries and more on the Peak network. So essentially, these robo-taxis, you're able to invest in them because they're tokenized, right? They can do deliveries, they can do, you know, ride sharing, things like that, and you get a percentage of the earnings, right? The Tesla IDs are live right now, right? Transaction data is available on the dedicated dashboard. So far, eLoop has raised 1.6 million euros via token sales using the tokenization mechanism, showing that is effective. The aim is to bring this mechanism to a diverse array of industries and markets, unlocking community-driven hyper-scaling. This is very big in adoption. People are getting to see the use case of this as of right now, right? But there's more to come, right? So Vodafone brings aviation industry into Web3 era via Polkadot. Vodafone chose Polkadot's parachain Aventis network to help their airline clients better manage cargo. Now, they already use the live network as of right now, so this also brings the first of many use cases. You know, we'll provide that links real world devices into the blockchain. I love this, right? I love the adoption here. Not only this is some big news as well, right? Sony finally backs Startel Labs, right? Not finally, but back Startel Labs. I don't want to butcher his name, but the founder of Astar Network joined the conference virtually from Japan. Yesterday was announced that Sony is investing 3.5 million into Startel Labs, Astar's chief developer. So this to me right now is very big in terms of getting to see more adoption and more money from big traditional companies flowing into crypto, and for them to actually be choosing projects being built on Polkadot is so bullish to me. Now, I would say probably one of the biggest news out of the whole thing is that Energy Web has finally announced its new member, its new partnership with Deloitte. This is some big news in terms of the adoption of Energy Web. Now, we've talked about this in a previous video, why I'm super bullish on Energy Web. It cannot fail at this point in time, right? You guys should check that out because it breaks it down for you guys. And this new partnership just came out during the Decoded. Guys, if you guys don't understand right now, Polkadot is transforming the game, transforming crypto with real world adoption. Of course, a lot of people probably like Hedera because of the Governing Council and things like that. Probably like Cardano because of Charles Hoskinson. Probably like Ethereum. Probably like BNB, whatever it may be, even Avalanche, right? But right now it's hard to deny what Polkadot is doing, right? Especially in terms of development, in terms of the devs that want to build on here, the adoption from real world companies using Polkadot projects, right? As they're adopting their, these networks from Peak, from Astar, from yeah, energy web token. There's so many more that is getting these real world adoption, right? It's hard to see this outside of any other chains out there, right? Now they're looking to become a supercomputer. It's hard to bet against Polkadot, and at a $5 price with a market cap of $6.3 billion, I think this is fairly too undervalued. And if the case is that for you to actually buy block space in Polkadot, you will need to buy Polkadot, right? You will need to buy the Polkadot, and buying those Polkadot, they get burned. If that is the case, I think Polkadot is going to see $100 definitely in the next bull run. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on the road to 20k subscribers, so if you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.